Hello, Dr. Keith Smith with you on behalf of the Free Market Medical Association. Thank you for joining us. We're going to continue our Lies That You Believe series and dive into Big Pharma. If I told you there is nothing wrong at all with the pharmaceutical industry, you would know I was a liar. We have our expert here, Chad Schmidt, to help us understand and get to the bottom of all of this. So Chad, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
When I buy a car, or somebody buys a car and the dealer is receiving a rebate, he's not really lying by not disclosing that. But if I were to ask what kind of incentives exist, that would be a very interesting answer. Isn't some of that true in the pharmaceutical industry as well?
It's unbelievably true. You can't fault the dealer necessarily for not telling you everything how they're being incented to sell cars. The same is true in the pharmacy industry. If the pharmacy benefit manager companies, there's 200 or so of them nationally, 3 primary players, but if you have to ask about rebates, it's not really a lie. It's a lie by omission. It's revenue. It's revenue to the bottom line. There are companies out there that will disclose that, but if you don't know the right questions to ask, they're typically not going to offer that. Just like a car dealer. You go to a good car dealer, they have incentives. They're going to tell you, I want to sell you this car for a net cost. But if they can retain that and they're not one of the so-called white hats, because there's white hats and black hats in our industry, if they're one of the black hats, they're going to retain that money and not tell you about it until you know to ask. And most times you don't know to ask.
So while it's true that a rebate on a car dealer's lot on one particular car might be higher, and that's why the salesman and the dealer want to push a certain car along, that's true also in the pharmacy industry, is it not? There are certain drugs where the undisclosed rebates that are coming back to the pharmacy benefit managers or the brokers or the TPAs are not disclosed. Is that also true?
Oh, very much so. If the group is under a certain size, say 1,000 lives and below, which is most of Oklahoma, they are not typically being offered rebates. If they're on a fully insured basis with one of the carriers, they're not being offered for sure. If they're with a third-party administrator, typically the white hats, again you have white hats and black hats, the white hats will offer, they won't retain any money from the pharmacy benefit manager, but they will, they'll pass that on and they'll disclose that to the client. And that's really what you need to rely on your white hats, your good brokers, your good consultants, and your good third-party administrators to disclose that.
So these are lies of admission, things that many of you watching this probably don't know to ask, but when you go to the pharmacy and you have a prescription from your doctor and it says, here's the drug I want you to have, and that is not on your formulary, Chad just gave you the answer why. Because there was not enough undisclosed revenue made on the back end to offer you that drug. If you're not mad and you don't see this as a true lie that many of you either do not understand or believe, then I would encourage you to start this one over and watch it again. We have much more to come from our friend Chad Schmidt. Thank you.
Thank you.